A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A plus English, 'cause it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A plus way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A plus English.
Hello everyone, welcome to A Plus English. I'm Mike.
I'm Betty.
And we are talking about outdoor sports. Outdoor sports you can play indoors in a different version. You guys will remember that yesterday we began with fingerboarding, which is skateboarding with your fingers. So no pads, you don't need to wear a helmet. But if you've ever, the videos for fingerboarding are amazing.
他们很厉害吧?
They use a little camera and they go on a desk and he's jumping onto books and riding over rulers and stuff. And they're actually doing those, it's called like a kick flip. They're doing those tricks where they can actually, push on the board and make it spin in the air and then they land on it. They are actually real. I think my favorite thing about fingerboarding are the fingerboarding videos because just the way they're filmed is so entertaining. It's never made me want to try it, but it's made me go, those are cool videos. It looks like a cool sport. So if you've never seen them, check them out. We talked about that yesterday. And we did actually mention today's sport in our title, didn't we? What was today's sport again?
I think it's table soccer.
Table soccer.
But 我要考大家了，就是呢有4种球员的角色在真正的足球里面，你们知道是哪种吗？我其实也不太知道，我们等一下一起来看答案。
Interesting. So let's find out all about our second outdoor sport, table soccer.
Big fun in mini sports. Fingerboarding and table soccer.
The other mini sport is table soccer. People believe it started in Europe in the 1920s. It was a type of indoor soccer. So, people could enjoy playing even in a small space or on rainy days. Usually, one person uses both hands to control 4 rods. Each rod controls different figures: the goalkeeper, defenders, midfielders, and forwards. Each person controls 11 figures in total. Players move and kick the ball by pushing, pulling, and turning the rods.
All right, so with our article, we get right back on our topic. It says the other mini sport is table soccer. Remember, yesterday was fingerboarding. The other one from our title and we will be talking about today is table soccer. Soccer on a table.
没错，那这个大家应该都有看过啦。那我们这里来先讲一下文法哈。这里有讲 the other mini sport， 因为我们今天呢，就昨天有跟大家讲要介绍2种，所以呢，总共有2种，所以今天这种是第2种，就叫做 the other， 只是剩下的一种哦。比如说呢，我现在已经知道呢，我有2个学生，然后2个家教的学生。那有一个学生呢喜欢画画，有一个学生喜欢弹吉他，我就总共2个，总数是已知的，就是 one student enjoys drawing and the other enjoys playing the guitar。好，那比如说同学有几只手，应该是2只嘛，对不对？一只手握着铅笔，那另一只就要用 the other， 另一只手拿着橡皮擦。He held a pencil in one hand and an eraser in the other.
Yes, indeed. All right, so table soccer. This has a longer history than fingerboarding, which makes sense because skateboarding has a shorter history than soccer. Soccer's been around a very long time, and so it was actually quite a long time ago, more than 100 years ago, that someone said, I'd like to play soccer inside on a table, and they made it happen. So people believe it started in Europe in the 1920s. Of course, Europe is crazy about soccer, which they generally call football. But yes, that's of course a European sport, and it makes sense that people there in the wintertime when it was raining, when they couldn't, they decided to have a fun way to play soccer inside on a table with a special game. Again, like skateboarding, don't play soccer inside and not change the game. Otherwise, you're going to kick a ball around, break a window, and your mom will be extra angry. Yesterday, you were skateboarding on the dining room floor, and now you're kicking a soccer ball around in the living room. You're in big trouble, buddy.
对，你妈妈可能会生气哦，就是在室内不能玩足球怎么办呢？没关系，我们可以在桌上玩足球。那我们现在如果要看历史的话哦，大家相信呢，应该是在欧洲1920年代的时候呢，这个桌上的足球被发明出来了。
Okay, and again, kind of like with fingerboarding, we're not exactly sure what day or, where it was invented. We know it was in the 1920s, and that's often the case with games and things, right? They kind of develop a little bit here, a little bit there, and then, hey, everyone's playing it. So it was a type of indoor soccer. Again, not too surprising. It was table soccer. You're playing it indoors.
没错，它就是一种室内的足球，没错。
So an indoor or inside, something you do inside a building, not outside on a field in nature. So it says people could enjoy playing even in a small space or on rainy days, kind of like with fingerboarding too.
没错，因为这个大家应该都会觉得很方便啊，因为你需要的空间也很小嘛，对不对？不可能真的在足球场吧？那这里的话呢，同学要注意哦 ，enjoy 它后面可以加 ing， 所以 I enjoy playing basketball after school, or my friends enjoy playing basketball after school.
All
okay.
Right. It says usually one person uses both hands to control 4 rods. All right. So
you're a little bit complicated.
It is a little complicated. And the one thing is you will need a special table to do this. A soccer table, a table soccer table, as I think what you would call it, or just a table soccer game. You can't use any table, but you guys have probably seen this, right?
So you have to buy like a table?
You have to buy the actual thing. I guess you could make your own. My grandmother made one for my father and my uncle when they were young. But you can go and you can buy them, and they have these metal rods, and there's 4 that I have, and then if Betty's playing, she's over there. There's 4 that she has. We have this little table. It's got a wall around it. You throw a little plastic ball, and then you spin your players and move them back and forth, and you try to score goals like in soccer. But you do need a special table with these rods and the players and the goals and all of that stuff.
没错，听起来是有点复杂哈，就是手眼协调性要很好。他说通常呢，一个人呢，2只手你都要并用，而且呢，2只手呢你要控制4个横杆。所以1只手要控制2个横杆的意思吗？应该是齁。那这个 both 的话呢，就是总数只有2个的时候，我们就用 both。比如说你的爸妈应该通常来讲的话，就是爸爸跟妈妈就2个人嘛，不太可能4个或6个嘛，对不对？所以我们就可以说 both of my parents are teachers， 我爸妈都是老师。那或者是 both Tom and Jerry likes playing basketball， 你要讲总数是2个人的都，2个人都，那就用 both。那 rod 的话呢，就是杆子，大家应该看过那个在操纵这个桌上足球那个杆子嘛，对不对
？All right, so each rod, it says, controls different figures. The goalkeeper, defenders, midfielders, and forwards. Just like you have in a normal soccer game, there are 4 sort of lines, 4 layers of players. The goalkeeper, that one guy at the back who stops it from going in the net right behind him. Defenders, usually 2 of those. Midfielders, maybe 4 of those. And forwards, maybe 3 of those. And so your hands are always moving. Your wrists are always spinning to kick the ball. And it can be a very, very fast game. It really depends on you and the other person and stuff. But yeah, they're kind of recreating as much as they can a proper soccer game, but on a table form.
没错，我就感觉很好玩哦。那大家记得我刚才问的问题吗？就是呢，在足球里面呢有4种角色。那我们这个就是守门员，守门员就是 goalkeeper， 然后后卫 defenders， 中场 midfielders， 还有前锋 forwards， 没错。那这个 each 的话呢是每一个的意思哦。那同学要注意，就是它后面要加单数的名词，还有单数的动词。每个学生都有不同的想法，当然在讲的是所有的学生都有不同的想法，对不对？可是我们强调的是个体性、独立性，所以是 each student 不要加 so has a different idea。好，那这个 figure 当然就是人物啊、角色的意思。
All right, so it says each person controls 11 figures in total. So
That's
each person or each player controls 11. Remember, though, there are only 4 rods, right? So you have 3 players on one rod, 4 on the... You're not actually controlling 11 people at once.
But you need to know which, like, if there's like 3 in one rod, you need to know which one you are, like, you want to stop the ball, you want to use the middle one, the left one, the right one,
Just
right?
whichever one the ball is closest to, because they can slide back and forth as
For me, that's just too difficult.
It can be very confusing. And you end up kind of, it's like having too many hot pots on a stove.
Right.
You're not quite sure which one to pay attention to. But, it's something, it's just fun to play. But it is, again, like a soccer game, because, of course, on a typical soccer team, there are 11 players on each side. So it is the same in that way.
没错，就有11个球员，然后控制11个球员。那这个 in total 就是加起来。比如说呢，你今天去出国啊，买东西啊 ，How much is it in total？ 总共多少钱呢？就可以用这个片语。
All right. And how do you kick the ball? Well, by turning those rods. It says players move and kick the ball by pushing. You can kind of knock it back and forth. Pulling, you can hit it back. And turning the rods, you can turn them really fast with your hands, with your wrist. And that will kick the ball forward or backwards or wherever you want. There is one rule. In some places, you can spin the rods. So the players, turn around really quickly and the ball shoots really fast. I remember, though, playing in Europe, in Switzerland, they were like, what are you doing? You can't spin the rods. And I was like, really? So some people, when they take it seriously, playing the rules, you can only use, your hand has to be holding it the whole time. You can't kind of
你不能手不能这样离开，就是恶搞这样故意让它转很多圈。
Yes, or these Swiss players get very angry.
对，有的时候犯规，就大家就会生气很认真的那种玩家。
I'm from Canada, I didn't know.
所以呢，他就说你可以用推的、用拉的，或者是转但你要小心，看每个地方规则不一样。
So you should talk about that before the game, discuss the rules.
好的，那我们来看一下今天的单词Even 就是副词甚至同学要记得它是副词比如说她累到甚至连眼睛都张不开 She was so tired that she couldn't even open her eyes. So that 太怎么样以至于不能怎么样。然后或者呢是我们单字例句那部电影真的很无聊，所以 Kenny 呢甚至一半的时间都在睡觉。The movie was really boring. Kenny even slept through half of it. 就是睡。整场都在睡好，再来 control 的话呢是控制，比如说呢上课的时候你需要控制你的脾气，不可能就是同学玩你一下打你一下你就突然发飙掀桌子嘛，对不对？ You need to control your temper in class. 那我们来看一下单字例句Nancy can control the robot with her phone and make it do some tricks. 听起来很好玩Nancy 可以用手机控制这个机器人，然后让它做一些小把戏。那再来还有一个单字是 kick。踢的意思比如说他把球踢进了球门 He kicked the ball into the goal. 那个 goal 呢就是球门那个得分的那个地方那单字例句是 Eva 一气之下呢踹了门一脚，结果呢她的腿就受伤了 Eva got angry and kicked the door, but she ended up hurting her leg. 所以不要这样生气那同学要注意这个 kick 加 ed 的时候还要念 t 的音 kicked.
Table soccer is not just a game. The International Table Soccer Federation holds many games every year. It has over 60 member countries, and Taiwan is one of them.
All right, so back with table soccer. Remember, this is much older than fingerboarding, which was invented just in the 1980s or 1990s. Table soccer goes back to the 1920s, so the next part probably isn't too surprising to us. It says table soccer is not just a game. Well, it is a game, obviously. We're not saying it's a business or something like that. But what we mean here is it's not just a game for fun. Some people take it very seriously.
没错，就是说呢，你不要觉得它只是游戏这个 game 的意思在这一句话是游戏的意思，也就是说不仅仅是个游戏，有些人呢是玩认真的
For example, the International Table Soccer Federation holds many games every year in the same way that MLB runs baseball and the NBA runs basketball. The ITSF the International Table Soccer Federation, they actually run a lot of tournaments and competitions and things like that. I guess there's a table soccer world champion right now from some country, probably in Europe. And if you're really serious about it, maybe you do it as a single person, as a team, I don't know, but you can get, into a very high level, very top quality competitions through this group that holds or organizes many games every year.
对，没错，我们都没有想到说它真的是一个比赛哦。但是呢，有一个国际桌上足球联合会，它会举办呢，每年都会去办比赛，所以呢，有人是真的很认真要来夺冠的哦，就是练习啊，就是我要夺冠。那这个 game 呢，根据上下文，刚才第一句是游戏，那这里 holds many games， 它要翻译成比赛，同学要小心哦。
And it says it has over 60 member countries, and Taiwan is one of them.
Yay!
There you go. I wonder how Taiwan did at the last World Championship. We'll have to look it up.
那这里人就蛮有趣哦。他说呢，他其实有60个会员国，所以还蛮多的哦。然后台湾就有是会员国之一。我自己对这个不熟，但是感觉还蛮有趣的哦。等一下来查查看。那这个 one of 的，我们这次教到了好多量词，对不对？2个都啊，然后每一个啊，那这个 one of 是其中一个。那同学可以把这个搜集起来，那之后考试的时候呢，可以一并复习。好的，那我们来看单字咯。这个单字 hold 它是举办的意思，但是它有好多意思哦，所以同学都要记得哦。比如说握着也叫做 hold， 比如说你手握着一支笔，或是你抱住谁，也可以叫 hold， 所以它很好用，对不对？那要提醒同学它的3态 hold、held。OK, H-E-L-D 哦。那我们来看一下，比如说我们学校呢将在下周5举办音乐比赛，这个是举办活动的意思哦。Our school will hold a music contest next Friday. 那接下来我们来看到比如说过马路的时候，你要牵着我的手啊，这个就是牵着握住的意思，就是 hold my hand。所以牵我的手 hold my hand. Please hold my hand when we cross the street. 好，所以我们讲人家手牵手啦 ，they are holding hands， 他们在手牵手哈。好，那我们来看单字例句咯。老板每周一上午会跟所有的员工开会。The boss holds a meeting every Monday morning with all the workers. 所以 hold a meeting 开会的意思。
Review time.
All right, so here are our discussion questions here. We can talk about them. You can talk about them. Have a little chat. What's the question we have? Have you ever played a game on a table, like fingerboarding or table soccer? What was it, and did you have fun?
I played many games on the table, but usually it's just for fun, nothing serious and nothing too difficult.
Okay.
For example, crocodile dentist.
Crocodile.
Do you know this one?
Crocodile dentist. What's
you
this
are the
one?
dentist and your patient is the crocodile.
Okay.
And then you try to pull the finger by pushing it down.
The tooth.
Yeah, the teeth, the tooth.
The
you're
teeth of
pulling
the. Oh, okay.
And then try just when you pull the tooth of that crocodile, just be careful because it may bite.
Oh, I see. So the mouth will snap down, trapping your finger or something.
Yeah, that's fun, but nothing serious, nothing too difficult.
I think I've seen people play this, but I didn't know it was called Crocodile Dentist.
It's quite fun.
That sounds like a fun one to play on a rainy day too. So what about you guys? Do you have a favorite table game? It could be like a table version of a sport, or it could be something different like Crocodile Dentist. Have a chat about that. Enjoy your rainy days. Maybe try out one of these table sports if you ever get a chance. And we'll see you back here soon.
所以同学还喜欢今天的内容吗？记得帮我们按赞、订阅、开启小铃铛，你就不会错过任何精彩的内容喽。那我们就下次见喽，拜拜。
Take care.